In the late 80s and early 90s, the drug trade was at its peak in Queens. It was reported that Irv Gotti idolized and revered the neighborhood's famous drug kingpins.
You being from Queens, I noticed that rappers like to shout out a lot of drug dealers on different songs and stuff like that. Have you ever heard of somebody named Kenneth Supreme McGriff?
Yeah, I heard of him.
Does he have any affiliation that you know of with Murder Inc. or anything like that?
No affiliation that I know.
There's all these assumptions that a lot of people in the hip-hop game came from the drug game, and they did. A lot of people came from the streets. This was a way out for a lot of people.
We all come from the streets, you know what I mean? So a lot of niggas got smart, you know what I'm saying, stacked up a couple of stacks and, you know, put it to a better use.
What I would have is a huge bulletin board with who I thought was the head of it, John Gotti at the top, to use the mob sort of thing, and then who was the consigliere, and who were the captains, and who were the associates. That's exactly what this is. This is this particular Murder Inc. This is who they out-contract to. This is what they do. And you start picking them off.
The Murder Inc. case would be a benchmark for federal law enforcement. A trial of money laundering, murder, extortion, and hip-hop music. Did the feds have enough evidence to meet the burden of proof, or were they grasping at stereotypes within a culture? The trial would shed light on the contradictions within hip-hop and its relationship to law enforcement. In the early days of the trial, hip-hop heavyweights turned out to support and weigh in on the case being presented in open court.
Spent a lot of money on this trial. And you look closely at the trial, you'll see again the results, and you'll see what tremendous waste of resources it was.
What do you think the results will be?
I'm sure the results are going to prove that there's not a strong case at all. We do know that there's a problem in our community, and to address that. Poverty and ignorance in our community is more important than convicting their poets.
Thank you.
So you think it's just a guilt by association?
Honestly, I don't know what it is. There's no guilt at all. As I see it, I don't see anything that represents guilt.
As the prosecution presented its case, they seemed obsessed with having the attempted murder of 50 Cent allowed into evidence. After 2 days of tense deliberations and sidebars, Judge Edward Corman ruled the jury would not hear about the shooting or how it tied into the charges of money laundering against Irv and Chris. This was a pivotal part of the trial, as it undermined the prosecution's attempt to connect Irv and Chris to the shooting.
It's not over, and when it's over, I'll tell you how I feel.
How are you feeling? It's up to the jury now.
Well, we feel good, but we spent a long day making our arguments. We stand on what we said in the courtroom, and we look forward to tomorrow.
What do you think is going to happen tomorrow?
We're going to win.
I mean, are you?
We're confident.
We deserve to win.
Why?
Because the evidence was so just ridiculous.
How's it look today, gentlemen?
Good.
Weather's good?
Nice day, beautiful day.
Overjoyed. I can't say thank you enough to these two guys that I got my arms wrapped around. These guys are my attorneys for life. I'm never getting into any other trouble though. You could put your bottom dollar on. I'm never, no jaywalking, no nothing. I was never in trouble in the first place. I would never have worked this hard, come from having $0 to having millions of dollars to jeopardize it and doing something stupid or illegal. It's not in my make. What's in my make is to be the most loyalist friend and to help my brothers out. Everything this case was about, the messages that it sent was one, if you're a criminal, you stay a criminal. And two, if you're from the hood and you come up and you do well, don't help out nobody from there. Leave them. And I have a problem with that because I love my people and I can't leave them behind. I gotta show them a better way.
I could get my life back. Not only did they take your life, but they took your livelihood because basically once the government put these charges on you, you couldn't earn money. So for 3 years, you couldn't go get money like you're supposed to. Basically, to me, felt like they wanted to cripple you so you couldn't protect your civil rights.
Hip-hop is the backbone of America right now. And y'all know about it because y'all read about it and y'all write about it and y'all document it. And I'm just happy to say that we're in